What's going on? Dragon Brawler Scott Sedman back again here for London Players Guild, bringing you Graded, and today I am joined by the one, the only Guild Master, Pia.
Or how it was said by Sensipop, the lame master.
Ooh, shots fired. You're going down, Melvin.
No, he's not. Melvin is alright.
Yes, I love Melvin to bits.
So today we are going to be doing our graded series where we look at cards, and normally we grade the cards as they are, as in we looked at different colors and we graded the colors as they are. Today we're going to do something a bit different because this is the last part of the graded set 11. So we're going to look at the promos associated with set 11. So we have pre-release promos, tournament pack promos, premium pack promos. We're going to look at the secrets, and we're going to extensively talk about the secrets because there's things to talk about there. And then we're going to give a grade, not on those cards that we have seen, because it's hard to grade them, because each of them support different things. Some of them are their own things. So what we're going to do then is give our total grade for the set as a whole, based on all the colors we've seen, based on the adding into all the promos, and adding in all the secrets. We're going to grade the product as all. How do we think it, or how do we feel it stands compared to other sets we have done? The other sets we have seen. We're going to talk about how it fits in design-wise, how it feels theme-wise, story-wise, lore-wise. I found it lore-wise.
There we go.
Yeah, so we're going to be starting with promos first, in order, starting at the Son Gohan leader, which is pre-release promo, and then we're going to go all the way through the tournament pack. Then we're going to go into the secrets.
Yes. There we go. So there you go. That's today's graded. And so, yeah, as Peter said, we will start with promo 243. Oh my god, there is 243 promos in this game. Son Gohan.
There's more.
Yeah, that's true. Saiyan Earthling. Activate main.
It's GT. It's Son Gohan GT.
Thank you. Yes, he is. Activate main. Add up to one Piccolo Savior from beyond. From your deck to your hand. Shuffle your deck, and then they get the skill for the game.
It's the same skill that Green Broly has, right?
Green Broly?
Yes.
Oh, from set 6.
Yeah.
Yep. And I was going to say it's the same thing Red Broly has, where it can search that one card. Yeah. So, really good effect. It means you're not going to brick. And also, you don't have to...
You know, you will be finding the partner, because they actually have a foiling that partners them together when they're awakened. So they're like World Martial Arts tournament promos.
Which is cool. It's cool to see. I like to see that.
Yeah. I like those.
Yeah. It also has auto best free when this card attacks, draw one. Pretty standard black
leader, right?
Yeah. When your life is 4 or less, you may draw a card, switch up to 1 energy to active mode, flip this card over. So it's an untap 1, draw 1. So it doesn't do anything incredibly different.
First leader, we expect Overwhelm, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't have Self-Awakening, which is interesting in current day and age, not having Self-Awakening.
The one thing I do want to say is this is a Black Saiyan. So Vegex support also works for this.
Vegex support and a crack in the space-time.
Yes, yeah. So really so you can play the Kai, you can play the Vegeta, you can play the Trunks. There's some really good options here just based on the...
I think you can also play the Gotenks Unison. Not that you would want to, because you have your own unison that you search.
It's an option, right? It's an option. So then we do activate the power of Awaken. And then we become Super Saiyan 4, Son Gohan. Awakened ability. Looks so good. It's too good. It's too beautiful. When this card attacks, draw one card and place up to three black cards from your warp to your drop area. Yes, very much signaling an Overwhelm deck.
I really like the fact that this one says black cards, not black battle cards.
Yeah, so extra cards can come back as well.
Yes, and the Unison cards as well.
Yeah, they are also black. Cards even. Auto, once per turn, when you activate an Overwhelm skill, this card gets plus 5k power, critical, and double strike. Oh, sorry. Double strike. Ooh!
Yeah.
That would have been a hefty mistake there.
Yeah.
Still a really strong effect.
So, again, it's an Overwhelm leader. They make it slightly different, but you know my opinion about Overwhelm leaders. We've seen that. Been there, done that. It is interesting that you can go between critical and double strike. So early on, you will definitely go for critical. Later on, you will go for the double strike, right, to try and finish the game.
Yeah, so like what I'm thinking here is obviously get yourself awakened as quick as possible. You're throwing down like the Bardock, which is like, draw 2, get rid of 1. So then now you've done that, you've given yourself some advantage. You can go critical, and then you. So I don't know. There's some fun things to do with this leader. I think I kind of want to play with it, but again, it is those old tired tricks. So you can expect the big boy all over realm cards. You're like, you know what you're gonna get with this leader. Which it's not a bad thing. It's like if it gives you a different way to play Overrealm, but not enough to makes it, oh, this is super cool and super interesting. But again,
no, it's essentially if you could side the leader, you might as well side between SS4 Goku and SS4 Gohan, because they're too similar.
I was going to say that is a perfect way of putting it up. Like they're similar, they do slightly different things. It's up to you. It's play choice, right? What do you prefer?
Yeah, at this point, you essentially choose which leader you want because they both do the same thing.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The difference being is that Gohan searches Piccolo, which we might as well go into right now.
Yes. Piccolo, savior from the beyond! Ooh. So he has no specified cost because he is a Black Unison card, one of my favourite flavour things for Black Unisons. Please don't give Black Unison specified cost in Set 12, Bandai. I know you're tempted to do it. Don't do it. During your turn, this card gets 5k power for every 2 marks on it. That's a pretty cool effect, and it's only in your turn, so that's actually really be good, because it'd be terrifying if it wasn't.
Because you could just play, because it gets a lot of markers, as we're going to see. It would be actually quite difficult to
remove by battle. So +2, activate main, choose 1 card in your hand, discard it.
Okay, so let me tell you what this does.
Okay.
Actually, before I tell you exactly what it does, let's go into the next one, which is +1.
Yeah.
You may choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. If you do, draw 1 card. So, let's say that this card has exactly 2 markers.
Yeah.
If you go +1, you cycle a card, but you don't get additional power, because he gets +5k for 2 markers. So you want +2, you essentially discard a card to give him +5k.
Okay.
You might discard an extra card that wouldn't do anything. You might discard a Unison card that wouldn't do anything. You couldn't combo, and you change that into essentially power during your turn.
Yeah.
On the flip side, if he has 3 markers, or odd amount of markers, you go +1, you cycle a card, and get the 5k power.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going with it, yeah. So it gives you the option, right?
It gives you the option. You will always want to end up on even amount of markers after activating it. And you will quite often go for the +2. Either you feel your Overrealm, or you just want that +5,000 power on his attack.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then we have a -3, activate main. Send up to 2 battle cards from your opponent's drop area to their warp. And because of this skill, I'm thinking this card might be absolutely amazing against Shenron.
Yeah, gets rid of all of those nasty Dragon Balls.
You can play it in any color, pay 3 energy, remove 2 of your cards.
Yep,
warp.
It also gets rid of problem cards like Koitsukai, Saiyan Instinct, Ribrian.
Yeah,
like this card is really good. I think
from the promos, this card is way better. Problem is that it's not going to be in that good of that big of a quantity, right? Because you're getting 1 of each for participating in pre-release.
True.
And you only need 1 of the leader, but you need 4 of the Unison.
Yeah.
I find that actually a miss. The same issue was with the Goku Reboot. You were getting 1 of the Goku Black and 1 of the Goku Reboot, but you need 4 of the Goku Black.
Yeah. But overall, really cool card. Has a lot of utility to it. Has a lot of
I like it. 10k base power as well is interesting. Not a 5k, but 10k. It doesn't have a restriction on attacks either.
Yeah, so you play it for 1, you make it 15k. Yeah, really cool. Next up, we go to the Premium Pack Set 2, which is Gogeta the Eclipser. Amazing name, Bandai.
A really nice artwork.
Oh yeah, like this is gonna look stellar. I can't wait to see this in person.
I like the fact that they keep on the full arts on promos, as well as the foil commons, uncommons, and rares. And I do hope that they're going to keep it for the longest time, because those are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, 100%. One of the best moves they've done. So critical. Which is awesome to see on a Gogeta. Also, if your leader card is red, when this card is played, choose up to 1 red Unison card, add a marker to it. Pretty good effect. So we already know it's essentially a 2 specified red at this point if you're going by value proposition. Activate main, pay 1 red, choose 1 red battle card with an original power of 20k. Original power, very important to note there.
Yes, you can't censor.
Yeah, place it in its owner's drop area, play this card from your hand. Really cool.
So it's essentially a free critical 19k, right?
Yep.
Because you pay 1 energy to get 1 marker.
Yep.
And then you get on top of that. Yeah. I think the card is really, really strong. The issue is you need to have an original power of 20k, and I think I would be able to think about quite a few cards that could...
Chain Trunks is the one that comes to mind. Like...
Yeah. But some of the Gogeta cards, probably. What else? Topo, after used.
Oh, and yeah.
Righteous Age Topo is 20k.
Yeah, the important thing is it doesn't bounce it, it puts it in the drop area, because...
Yeah, that would be busted. But other thing I'm going to point out here, he's not a unique.
He's not, no. So you can...
So you can have multiple of those, for example, with multiple Topos on board.
Yeah. This
so,
might be a good side
also
for Invoker.
It also doesn't say mono red card.
No. So I think this could be a side option in Invoker.
Yes. I think it can also be a main option.
Yeah. If people want to go that route. I think it's a cool card. I really do. It's like, it's got a lot of pressure.
It creates pressure. Because normally you wouldn't attack with that Topo, right?
Yeah.
Because it would give your opponent's card in hand. You would use it for removal of battle cards. You can still attack into a battle card.
Yeah,
and then sack
you
it.
Combo away, but why combo away when you pay 1 and you...
When you can turn it into a 19k crit.
Yeah.
For 1 energy. Which still lets you keep a lot of energy open for playing during your opponent's turn, which Invoker does. I think the card is good.
Yeah, it's really
I think one of the better premium pack cards we have seen in a while.
Yeah, really, really cool. Really, I mean, you only have to get 2 of them now as well, with the fact that you get 2 of each. And yeah, so really cool card. Really cool card. Next up, we get to the first of the Tournament Pack Volume 2 for the Unison Warriors series.
Yep.
Son Goku. Wow, I said that really weird. Son Goku. Godly aura. First of all, this artwork is fine. Oh my god, I wish this was like enhanced in an SPR. I love it.
I just wish it was in foil.
Right, it makes me so happy. I love the look of this.
Yeah.
When this card is played, add up to 1 red extra card with an energy cost of 1 and no keyword skills. Love that. Love that little bit of design there. From your drop area to your hand. Really cool effect there.
So, I can't actually think about a red extra card with keyword skills.
And everything with energy exhaust.
Yeah, I guess. But there is no 1-drops.
Is there not?
No. And you can only add red extra card, because I was thinking you can't add Dragon Balls, but those are black.
Could add Dark Dragon Ball. Oh no, because it's a Zero. I don't know. Maybe future proofing, right?
Maybe future proofing.
Yeah.
But it is for that 1 extra card that the new Gogeta works around, right? So you get 2 Gokus or Vegeta either from drop area or from your deck.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, really cool card. And then so when this card is discarded by your hand from a Union Fusion skill, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So a bit of self-awakening there if you need it.
Yeah, if you need it, but I think it's mostly going to be played as that 2-drop, add the extra card from your drop area to your hand. I think that's about that. Important thing to notice here is it doesn't bounce back to hand.
No, it doesn't. I was also going to say it's 10k, so it matches up with those skilllesses.
Yeah, but it doesn't bounce itself back to hand. So when you use it to get the extra card, you can't use it for the other auto, which is an interesting design point.
Yeah, fair point. So yeah, cool little card there. Really like it. Next up, we got the Vegeta version of it, Vegeta Godly Aura, and oh my god, Bandai, you know how to play on my heartstrings.
Why is it not foil?
One of the best moments from the Broly movie. Looks so good. Like they killed it with the artwork for this set. Honestly.
Yeah. I thought the pros have absolutely amazing artwork. I think last set they also had a really good artwork.
Yeah, the Zarbon looked really cool. Yeah, lots of
the Doria with the Dragon Balls.
Yes. Oh my god, right? Like lots of cool design. Even the Toa, the Toa was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
When this card is played, add up to 1 extra card with an edge cost of 1 and no keyword skill from your drop area.
Yeah, it's exactly the same skill, right? So you can play it's another 2-drop you can play to recur that really powerful extra card.
And then when this card is discarded from your hand by Union Fusion, look up to the top 7 cards of your deck and find a Gogeta BR among them. Add it to your hand. If you added a card, choose one card in your hand and discard it. So you're not gaining anything from it. Except you're finding a card you want to see, maybe, probably.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can discard, for example, a skillless card that you can then resurrect or bring back to your hand with the 1-drop extra card,
which you get from playing the 2-drop. Yeah. So
if you decide to play it, it's generally the card that this deck is searching for. Seems to be searching for a lot, and it doesn't specify the cost on the Gogeta BR, which is amazing because you can find the evolution targets.
Ooh, yeah, very good point. Very good point.
And it needs to be discarded for Union Fusion, not Union Fusion of Gogeta BR, so you can use Veku BR.
Yep. Lots of cool stuff with this.
So, I think it's really, really nice.
Yeah, Gogeta is one deck that I never really played with too much. I know I got really hyped on it when I saw Diego playing it in Leeds. Coventry.
In Coventry, yeah.
Yeah, we never went to Leeds. Don't know where that came from. So, yeah, that's a really cool thing that I'm excited to play with, and just get really involved in Gogeta because it's now at a point where I think there's enough tools in it that I really want to see what this deck has to offer. Such a cool deck. I need to go to the next page. It's not going. There we go.
How the hell are your cards positioned different than mine?
Are they?
Vegeta Godly Aura for me is the first card on page 16.
What? Vegeta's the bottom of one for me. What? That's so weird. So we're moving on to Broly, right?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Cool.
Next one is Broly. We have the same numbers. It's just yours are positioned differently. Never mind.
So Broly, Astonishing Potential. 1-drop, 1 red specified. Broly, Astonishing Potential. It's a 4K swap free. If your leader card is red Broly BR, mono red Broly BR with an energy cost of 3. Auto, when this card is played, you can't play copies for the turn. Auto, place 1 card from your life in the drop area. When this card is played, play up to 1 red BR from your deck to your hand. Bar BR support, 10 out of 10, best card in the game.
So, it does help a lot. The problem is, you need to find this 1-drop turn 1.
That is true.
You need to find this 1-drop turn 1. You don't search for it with the Broly leader.
That is the downside of this whole Broly engine. That and the fact that we feel like there's one too many cards in the chain.
Yeah, I think there's too much happening and not enough synergy. It's a cool deck, don't get me wrong. You will play around with it. Right? You will have some success when you actually see your god hand, everything in place. But then you will also see majority of your games not drawing what you want, and then you're going to be going around and saying, oh, if I only drew this card or that card, or I only missed that card to win, and it's like, yeah, that's the problem with the deck.
Yeah, that is the deck problem. So cool little card. Don't know how much it changes Broly BR, but it's definitely one you want 4 of for the deck. And
I mean, it lets you play Bar BR on turn 1, which searches some cards, didn't it? Yeah.
I like it. But
you need to crit a life for that.
I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's interesting to see how much Broly swap's gonna work.
Definitely something we should try test for. I guess.
I think.
Because we're downputting it, and it actually might end up being way better than I think.
This is the thing, right? Like, that's the problem with all of these types of videos. It's speculative. We're going with what we think. I don't know. It plays Bar. Like, I can't be mad. We all know I love Bar. It's like one of my favourite characters in Dragon Ball. Like, it's just so innocent. And then it gets its ear cut off. And then wrapped around Broly's waist. Oh my god, that movie's so messed up sometimes. Next up we have Son Goku, Super Dimensional Awakening. What a name.
Sure.
So it's a 2 specified red union.
Unison.
That's correct. You may choose 1 card in your hand, discard it. If you do, draw a card. Then shuffle up to 4 battle cards with 10k power and no keyword skills from your drop area into your deck so you can recycle the 2 cards we just looked at, the skilllesses. Yeah. Oh, there's lots of targets there. And that's a +1 effect. We also have a -1 effect, which is add up to 2 red skillless battle cards with an energy cost of 1 from your drop area to your hand. Another amazing effect there. And then finally we have an activate...
I don't think you would ever go for that -1 because you have an extra card that does that.
Unless you're really struggling, yeah, right? Like,
yeah, I guess.
But it's an option, right? It's an option. You don't have to use it, but it's there. -3, activate battle. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 25k power or less and KO it. So, yeah. It's okay.
I'm going to say something here, because...
Okay.
The rulebook specifies that in the defense step you can activate battle skills of leader cards, extra cards, and battle cards. So it says that in defense step you can't use activate battle of the unison cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been confirmed by David that you can.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, the rulebook is wrong. Again.
I feel like that's because it's like on about instances of your own. Like, so if someone attacked into this, you couldn't activate it.
Yeah, but if you attack into a leader, you can activate the skill.
Yeah. So let's clarify that. It's not on about you can activate battle in the defensive step of this card, but in the defensive
you
step...
can generally activate... If you have a defense step, you can activate this.
Yes.
Unison cards just flat out don't have defense step.
Yeah, it skips it, right? So
yes, it's fully skipped. But the amount of controversy activate battle during your opponent's turn or not on the unison card is... And I still think that we're going to see down the line a counter card that doesn't negate the attack but gives you defense step on the unison card.
Interesting. I don't know what to make of it yet. I don't know if I'd run it yet. It's interesting, right? It just makes the deck more consistent. I don't know.
I think it's mostly for the +1 being... It's going to be played in Gogeta for the +1.
Yeah, especially if Mill becomes a thing. Just put this in the deck and you're fine. Next up we have Son Goku, errated power of Golden Great Ape, which I don't think the errata is here, is it?
No, it's not. You need to go to a separate page to see the errata. I remember the errata though.
Okay, you remember it. So we'll look at the winner version of it because it's way more prettier and like, look, it's hyper detailed. Yeah. I don't understand who drew this, but it's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it looks a bit more like Vegeta Golden Ape.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Activate main once per turn. So this is a pay 4, right?
Yes, it's 2 blue and 2 unspecified. Draw 2 cards.
Yep. So,
and I'm actually surprised at that because this seemed fair.
I thought 2 blue seemed fair, right?
Yeah.
Huh. And also you can get this card in, well, not this winner version of it, but the normal artwork of it in the revision pack as well. We already know that's a card in the revision pack. So,
which is going to have all the errata on it.
Yes. And then so activate main, choose up to one of your mono blue leader cards. It gets plus 10k for the turn. There's no errata on that, correct?
That is correct.
So
it just gives 10k power to mono blue leader.
Really interesting effect there. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of... I mean, set 1, Vegeta.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, that could be something fun. Yeah, and then -4, activate main. If your leader card is mono blue and you shuffle 5... No, this is 1 mono blue, right?
1 mono blue card.
Shuffle
back
1 mono... I don't know how you messed that up. Shuffle 1 mono blue card from your drop area into your deck. Draw 2 cards.
I think it's draw 1 card on the errata.
Oh, is it? Okay, well...
let me open it quickly, but I'm
it's
quite
definitely
sure...
shuffle 1, though. It's definitely shuffle 1.
It's shuffle 1, yes. No, it's still draw 2 cards, so that's alright.
An okay effect, right?
So they based it off a Yu-Gi-Oh card, Port of Avarice.
Okay.
Because in Yu-Gi-Oh, which is way more combogenic, they thought that it's a good idea to have a card that lets you shuffle 5 monsters to your deck and draw 2 cards.
Fair.
Which... At 1, it was prolonging combos by another 10 minutes if you drew it. In here, someone pointed out to me that you could shuffle back a mono blue secret, so Goku Oob. I think is the only one that was ever played. And super combos.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the biggest issue with this card would be in Baby.
Yeah.
Because in Baby you would just be shuffling back all of your counters into your deck and draw 2 cards, so you would be replacing a lot of resources in your deck.
That's also a 15k unison, so...
I think it would still be better if you set mono blue cards without keyword skills on it.
Yeah, right?
Because then you can't put super combos, and you can put the counters, but...
No, counter's a keyword skill, isn't it?
Oh yeah, counter is a keyword skill.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's okay.
So you can't put counters, you can't put
Super combos.
Super combos. Yeah, you can't put anything with red or green.
You could put
text
stuff
on it
with auto when this card attacks, get double strike back. So, because that's auto, right? Yeah. So interesting card, controversial because of the errata. I don't know how much play it's gonna see. I still think it's quite good.
I think it's good, but I think the one errata I regret, I could survive the errata on the -4 because in this case you're not going to use it a lot. But I think the one on the activate main to draw 2 cards, I think that was too much.
Yeah, right. It should have been
4 energy makes it unusable, really.
It should have been 2. It should have been 2.
Even 3 would be better than 2. Okay, it's repetitive, so you can use it multiple times if it survives that long.
Yeah.
So 3 energy. Okay, I can see that.
That's fair. I can get behind that. And then you can't use it at turn you've done it either, because if you're paying 2, and yeah. Okay. Next we have Bulma at her husband's side. A 1k 1-drop. When this card When this card is played, look up to 7 cards from the top of your deck, up to 1 blue Vegeta, add up to 1 blue Vegeta GT card among them to your hand, shuffle your deck. Okay, so it's a searcher. It also has an activate main. If your leader card is a blue Vegeta GT, so only leader that fits that description is SS4.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
Oh no, Vegeta only.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that's
Only card, and you place. Right, you've thrown me now. So if your leader card is a blue Vegeta GT, only. Wait, what? No, this doesn't make sense.
It's Vegeta GT only.
Right.
So it's only a Vegeta GT character on it.
Okay, right, yeah, thank you. I was just having it. Wow. And you place this card in its owner's drop area. You may place the top card of your deck under your leader card. Oh, it's for that. No.
It's for that.
Is it for Bloodswave?
Yes, it's for Bloodswave. I'm going to point out something else. This card is way better in Baby. And that seems to be a theme for Vegeta GT support. It's better in Baby.
Yeah, because you can find the nice counter plays and counter attacks.
You can also find the 4-drop Baby, the Saiyan Slayer, which is Vegeta GT.
That's also true. Yeah.
That's the one that plays the counters from the bottom of your deck.
So yeah,
you can find him with this.
I'm not sold on this card at all.
This is one of the few cards that gives Baby advantage for that auto outplay it. The activate main I would ignore totally because the blast wave generator is not worth playing.
Yeah, we already discussed that.
Yeah, but this card lets you find the counter attack Vegeta GT, and it lets you find that Vegeta GT / Baby card because it searches for Vegeta GT card, not Vegeta GT only card.
Yeah, that's true.
And that 4-drop Vegeta GT Baby lets you play cards from the bottom of your deck, and then you have other counter Vegeta GT Baby.
Yeah.
You have a counter play with Overlord Vegeta GT Baby. That's the one that we said is good. So it actually searches more stuff in Baby than it does in Vegeta GT.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it, but yeah, if you think it's good for Baby, you think it's good for Baby.
I think it's good for Baby, but I think you would play it in Baby, but it's clearly supposed to be Vegeta GT support, but it's not good for it.
Exactly. Speaking of Baby, Vegeta GT.
And speaking of Vegeta GT, Baby.
Baby saying power absorbed count. So you could search this card. With the counter play this card, and if the battle card being played has an energy cost of 2 or less, it's placed at the bottom of the owner's deck instead. Alright, cool. It's a 2-drop. Drop a 2-drop. That's nice. Activate main if your leader card is a blue Baby, and you place this card from your hand, so that's a good thing. At the bottom of your deck, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of greater than their current energy, not equal to, which is nice to know. Negate its skills for the turn and return it to its owner's hand. Really strong effect.
It can remove the indestructible cards.
Yep. Because it negates the skill.
And if your opponent is feeling aggressive and they want to go through that Vegeta GT counter, and they sacked some of the energy, and it doesn't cost any energy to do that.
Nope. It's a really
you just ditch the card.
Yep.
Damn.
Really strong card.
Not even ditch. You put it at the bottom of the deck so you can play it with the 4-drop.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really good card. Really good card. And then speaking of really good cards now,
Why is Baby getting so much love? Not that I'm against it, but Baby got the most love in the whole set.
This is excessive, right? Even for me, right?
Yes.
Like, they have power crept.
Out of the four blue cards in this tournament pack, all 4 are supporting Baby.
Mm-hmm. They power crept Dimension Magic with this card. Like, I would still run Dimension Magic in Baby, but oh boy.
But you're not going to be sad if the rotation hits and you don't have Dimension Magic.
So, if your leader card is Blue Baby, like, if this was unlimited, holy crap, this would be one of the most chased after cards ever I've ever seen. It's still going to be expensive, I think. Negate the attack, then switch up to 2 mono blue energy to active mode, draw a card. It's a 1-drop in Baby.
Yeah. The difference between this and Dimension Magic is Dimension Magic needs to take a life to give you that draw, pseudo draw. But you can use it when you tapped out. This one is essentially a fancier Senzu Bean. I can't put it otherwise.
It's so good. It's just so good.
It is good. It is
like,
good.
It's just good. Like, you can't argue that.
I like the fact that they're pushing for Baby needs to be mono blue, but I think with the cards that are there, it needs to be mono blue. Yeah. They need to push for that. It's still way too much for Baby.
Yeah.
It feels unbalanced.
I think that's a really fair comment. I think that's a really... Like, this and the other Baby, like, I think really tipped the balance, right? If it was just the Bulma and the Baby, I could see it, but, like, there's the Ape, there's the Bulma, there's...
Yeah, the Ape works really well there, because lets you put
so much, right? There's just so much. It gives them so much.
Baby is going to slow game enough that turn 2, okay, they're going to play that Ape, and then at some point they're going to be like turn 6 or 7, and then there will be just like, I'll pay 4, draw 2 cards.
All those negates I've used to protect
the turn.
All those negates I've used to protect it. I'm just going to get them back and draw 2, and then keep... there's lots of things.
Yeah.
Baby could be a real big problem.
Yeah, I think Baby can slow down the game, but I think we might actually see the Gogeta from set 6 coming back.
Yeah. I don't think
because that leader can just stop it.
I don't think it's broken. I just think it has a lot of stuff that's really strong. Yeah.
Problem is that if it's going to be played properly, it should be able to stop every single attack that they want to put your way during a turn.
I feel sorry for Vegeta GT trying to fight it.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Vegeta GT being in the same set. Because all the support that goes Vegeta GT way, everyone just turns around, but it works better in Baby.
Yeah, fair point.
That's what you have.
Fair point. So next up we have Gotenk's greatest fusion of all time. Well, we'll see about that, Bandai. It's a free drop 2 specified green. It's got deflect and unique. You pay 1 green for a green Sun Goten and a green Trunks Youth. If your leader card is green, when this card is played, draw 1 card and choose up to one of your opponent's unisons and remove a mark from it.
Yeah. I mean, it draws 1 card, but
It is what it is. I don't think it's
to terrible. Be fair, it makes the 5-drop into 3-drop. Or actually, it makes a 5-drop, you can play it on turn 2.
Yeah.
Because it's a 3-drop, you can play turn 1. If it survives, turn 2 you evolve into 5-drop, because X-Evolve costs 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, no, I can't say it's bad. I don't think it's amazing, but it's an option, right? I don't think it's a 4-of.
I think it would be 4-of just because you would be able to play that 5-drop turn 2, yeah.
Okay, fair point.
Because it's the 5-drop is double strike, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of pressure on turn 2.
Yeah, I guess. Especially with the ghost tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. At least you can, like when you're awakened, you can kind of swing freely with cards like this.
The winner foil looks weird.
Oh yeah, ooh yeah. I kind of get what they're going for, but there's too much texture in the background that it looks off.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Championship promos.
I can see it. Yeah. So yeah, there's the winner version of Goten. I would disagree with it being greatest fusion of all time. Sun Goten, it's not even Super Saiyan 3, so like you're just chatting, Bandai. Oh wait, no, it is Super Saiyan 3.
He is Super Saiyan 3.
I take it back. I couldn't tell. I was looking at the.
He doesn't have eyebrows.
Huh.
One of the main things of Super Saiyan 3 is they don't have eyebrows.
That is a weird thing to know, Peter. Next up, we have Surten, Sun Gurten, brimming with talent. 3 drops specified too. Activate main. If your leader card is green, pay 1 green. If your leader card is green Gurtenks, add this card from your drop area to your hand. So there is the recursion that we were saying. Green. It was
in the last video. That's what we were talking about.
When this card
that's what Gotings missed.
Yep. When this card is KO'd, add up to 1 green Trunks card and add up to 1 green Gurtenks card from your drop to your hand. Love this effect, but I don't know how often this card's going to be on the field to get KO'd.
I mean, it's a free drop, right?
Yeah.
There's no way. We don't have Sugar.
No.
We don't have Sugesh, and Sugesh wouldn't even work because you need to have green leader.
Trunks brimming with talent. Oh, I love
exactly the same thing. Just searches for Gotings.
Yeah.
Forgotten, sorry. Yeah.
Really cool pair of combo cards. Definitely going to run them because you want to be able to recur them if needed.
Yeah, it's good materials that you can discard to get your tokens, then pay 1 energy and bring them back. So
yeah, they're not going to clog your hand up if not, because their combo costs, right? Like if you have to discard and you know you're going to fusion next turn, yeah, it's like okay, cool.
It's a recursion material as well, and they can be searched with the one from the core set.
Yep,
where you pay 1 energy, discard that, and then search those.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to be running 6 and 6, and Split is going to be 4 promos and 2 searches.
I think that's a really fair point.
Because otherwise they just you sink the energy into them. Otherwise.
Yeah. Cool cards. Really cool cards.
Yeah.
Prince of Destruction, Vegeta Evil Awakened. It's a 1-drop servant. If your leader card is Vegeta, and you add this. If your leader card is Green Vegeta and you add 1 card from your live, when this card is played, it gains Silver Strike. Interesting that it's when it's played.
It's bad.
It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad, Peter. I don't like it a lot. I don't like it.
Don't you think it's bad?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it. I would rather play the newfound power, or even the 1-drop Vegeta that when it attacks gets 10k and double strike. Because then in here you need to play it, take the life, and then attack, and then they're going to, I don't know, shocking death ball your ass.
Exactly. So whereas like with the Dodoria or the Maiden
Vegeta or whatever else.
When you attack, you can choose to take that life. So
yeah,
negate it,
there are situations. Here you need to do it when you play it.
Exactly.
If you want to play this, I would rather play the Frieza that when you play it, you can take a life.
Yeah.
It has 10k power and it cannot tap.
It's just not good. I'm sorry.
I guess it's fueling for the Overlord, but you have better cards for Overlord.
Yeah, you tried.
This is not what the deck needed. The deck needed a free drop that you could play cheaper, and that was good for recursion.
If this is not it. I wouldn't say it was good, but it would be better.
If it was a free drop that you could play for 1 energy with the same skill and stats, I would say it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be better. It would be exactly the same situation, right?
Yeah.
It would need a bit different skill, something that when played, not take a life. I think they're going too hard on taking the life there.
Yeah. Like, you're going to have no life left by the end of your turn.
Yeah, because every single time if you want to draw with your leader, you need to take a life. And the fact is that this is too easy to stop.
True.
Like, okay, on turn 1 it might be alright.
I don't...
If you are going second.
Next
this is not the 1-drop you want to play on turn 1 if you go first. That's that.
No. It's like, yeah, I don't know what we can say over then. I guess it might have a use somewhere, maybe. I don't know. It's bad. Next up, Son Goku and Icarus. F.U. Bandai. It is Icarus. I will die on my sword for this. Best buddies. Oh, that's such a cute name. Amazing artwork. I wish this was in foil. Oh, so badly. Look at it. It's so cute. Look at him. Oh my god, I love it. Saiyan Earthling Monster Rider. Monster Rider is not a tag, which I keep doing this. I keep getting convinced that Monster Rider is a tag. It's not. They're separate. I have to accept that. It's a unique. When this card is played, add up to 2 yellow skillless battle cards when it's cost of 1 and different names from your deck to your hand. Really solid effect. Obviously,
so you can't add 2 1-drop Son Gohans with different card numbers.
No. You get your Piccolo and you get your Gohan. Activate main, pay 1 yellow if your leader card is yellow, and you choose one of your yellow skillless battle cards, place it in its drop area, Play this card from your hand. Really cool effect. Really like it.
I mean, it's still a 2-drop.
Yeah.
But you can turn 1, play a skillless card. Turn 2, you can attack with it, then pay 1 energy for this, bring back 2 skillless cards to your hand. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with this, so it's not exactly bad.
No. I'm of the opinion that Higher Dragon, said it, Icarus and Gohan is a deck that has a lot of potential the more the game goes on, right? Like,
I think it's going to be a very interesting budget deck.
Yeah. And that was
it doesn't have any super rares, right?
Yeah, it's a very new player friendly deck that like I would show people this deck and be like, this lets you get the basic gist of the mechanics. Here's it's really affordable. Go and have fun with it. Because it's a fun deck to play with. I mean, already in testing, I've had a lot of fun with it. Is it the best deck in the world? Is it the best deck in the world? No, of course it's not. But it is a fun deck. And we have to remember that some people like to have fun playing their card games. And this is a deck that does it well. Next up, Chi-Chi Demonic Transformation. Easily one of the best artworks I have ever seen in this game. It looks fantastic.
It's interesting that we have yet another Demon Clan here for Garlic.
Yep. So it's a 7. So it's 20k 7. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unison cards. Switch to rest mode.
This card is actually strong.
Yeah, because you can play it in your opponent's turn.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
You play it, and then you can rest your opponent's unison card or something. So you stop their attack.
It forces your opponents to think about how they sequence, especially if you're playing Garlic Jr., which is the only time you'll be playing this leader, this card. But yeah, I really like it. I think it's a really good addition to the deck. Yeah, like that's all I can really say on it.
There we go. There's the first form of Naturon Shenron.
It's so pretty. Surprise attack! Naturon Shenron. Double strike. X evolve. Pay 1 on top of Naturon Shenron with an energy cost of 2. If your leader card is yellow, when your opponent plays a battle card or unison card, you may choose that card and switch it to rest mode if you do negate a skill for the turn. I love this effect.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop barrier.
No, but you may choose that card and switch it to rest mode if you do negate the skill, so you don't need to do it on the first card they do.
That is true. Yep. So
it's a double striker. You can evolve into it, but I think more often than not you're going to play it with a leader skill.
I was going to say, I think this is one that just pops out with leader and goes, hey guys. I like it. I'm still, like, it's weird. My Shadow Dragon list is completely all over the place.
I think I would be running 2 or 3 of those. Mostly because you want to have 2 or 3 of those to stop your opponent from the cards being played, and then you attack into them, get rid of them.
Yeah, it's a cool card. I'm still working on numbers. I like it.
And the winner card looks weird again.
Yeah, it does. And it's gonna.
Why does he have wrinkles on his nose?
He's a little mole. He's like, hey guys. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Also, what's between his legs?
Oh no. Bandai. Bandai. Oh no, Bandai. Oh no.
Why did I do this to myself?
Why? This video is not safe for work.
I can't unsee this now.
It's there, look at it. It's huge.
I can't unsee this now.
Right. We'll move on to my daddy. Super Saiyan 4 Bardock fighting against Fate. First of all, it's a Bardock Xeno. And
has a winner stamp again, which looks weird.
It does. The winner stamp is very weird. I dislike the winner stamp. It's Overwhelm 6, dual attack. That's it. It's good. Yeah. It's fine. It's a beat stick.
It's not even 30k.
No, it's 25. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is.
I mean, I don't think it's great. It's clearly for the SS4 Goku, which is for the Overwhelm 6 every single turn.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's all I can say about it. SS4 Son Goku Beyond All Limits. Overwhelm 6. If your leader card is black, when this card is played using Overwhelm, add up to 1 black battle card with an energy cost of between 3 and 7 from your warp to your hand. Kind of cool.
So you Overwhelm to get something back.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, I guess. It's 30k. I could technically make it work in Dark Broly, but I don't think this is needed in Dark Broly.
No.
I don't think this is a needed recursion.
That's fair. That's a very that's a valid point. I think I like it just because of the sake of it.
No, it looks nice and all that stuff. It's interesting skill, but it's not needed recursion for any of the black decks.
No, because they have built-in ways of getting it back, especially like Gohan. Or stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's totally true. That's totally true. I just feel like this is a power-up of the Trunks from set 4? 3?
Yeah, 4. Or 3. 3. It was set 3. Set 3.
Yeah. So next up we have Mass Saiyan Brainwash No
No,
More.
it's not an upgrade because the power of a sync time can bring any battle card.
Oh yeah, this is limited between 3 and 7. Okay, yeah.
And black.
And has double strike. You know what? Trunks
that one has double strike.
Trunks
Costs 2 energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, okay. So Mass Saiyan Brainwashed No More. Still looks pretty brainwashed to me, I'm not
But
gonna
he's
lie.
still Mask Saiyan,
I was going
right?
to say, like, he still looks pretty brainwashed to me. Overwhelm 6. When this card is played using Overwhelm, place up to 3 black battle cards from your warp to your drop area. Really cool. Like, a bit more recurring.
So, yeah, it brings back half of the cost, right?
Yeah. So, and then you have activate battle, specify cost, black, which is Peter's favourite thing. If your leader card is black and you discard this card from your hand, place 1 card from your life in your drop area, and your leader card doesn't take damage for the battle. So this is really good against victory strikes and double strikes,
double, triple, quad
and
strikes.
a really awkward critical maybe.
Yeah, double strikes.
It's a good card.
Like that. It's alright. I mean, I guess Dark Broly could make a use of it because it can recur it to its hand very easily.
True, it's a fake. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you overwhelm into it, bring 3 cards back, then use Toa. You attack with this, use Toa, sacrifice it to bring it back to your hand.
Yeah.
One of the things I would be doing probably with this, I would be just looping it infinitely.
Yeah. Fair.
But I don't think it's that good because the deck usually can out combo. I was able to out combo BBD. 2 BBDs on an attack, and I was able to out combo.
Right? This was
and I was playing against an overwhelm deck. SS4 exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think this card is needed. This card is good for sideboard. I don't think I would main it.
That's fair. Yeah, so that's all of the promos done.
Yep.
An interesting mix to say the least. A lot of love for
Baby got too much love in this set.
Yeah, Baby got a lot of love. And we're not done with the Baby love either, so we'll move over to the secret rares. We have Super Saiyan 4 Broly, the Great Destroyer.
That's a good name.
It's a very good name, and it's a beautiful artwork. And oh my god, it's Super Saiyan 4 Broly. It's finally here.
Why is it an OG Broly?
Because that's the only Broly that goes Super Saiyan 4.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Dark Broly is technically not Super Saiyan 4. Technically is, but it's not. It's weird. Different. Heroes is confusing. Ultimate Barrier, Double Strike. Activate main. Choose 1 mono red. Okay, first of all, 8 drop, 4 specified. There you go, you got that. Choose 1
40k.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no.
There is a secret that has 35k, and there are 3 secrets that have 45.
I was going to say, yeah, that's not a given anymore. Choose 1 mono red Saiyan card with an original power of 35k in your battle area. Place it in its owner's drop area. Play this card from your hand, then choose up to 1 of your mono red leader cards. It gets plus 10k power until the start of your next turn. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good effect there.
And permanent, all cards in your opponent's leader area, battle area, and combo area get minus 5k power and combo power.
So good. This is insane. It's actually insane.
I want to see a commander being played with this, actually.
I think it'd be really good. Like, I love this card. It's difficult to get out because there's not that many cards with 35k power.
3 cards.
Yeah,
Mono red Saiyan with 35k original power is 3 cards exactly.
Yeah.
There is a new Gogeta, a new Broly, and a game Gogeta.
There you go. So there are ways to do it quite quickly. I believe someone was testing and could do it for turn 3. Not super reliable, but it's possible.
If you draw all the pieces for the Gogeta, you can do it turn 3. Because it doesn't cost any energy to bring him out.
No.
And he's barrier double strike, so removing him from board is
tough.
Yeah.
And also, all cards. Like, your leader is permanently... reduced. It's oh.
You don't want to combo with anything really.
Nope. Oh, I'm gonna combo a 5k. Okay, you're just filling up your drop.
Yeah, but it's even worse if you want to fill up your drop. You don't really want to combo, for example, with 0+0 cards, because they're minus 5k. Then you can have a negative combo power.
Is this been confirmed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's even cooler.
Can have a negative combo power.
So you can minus your own.
Yes. You can minus yourself with the combo power.
Yeah.
And no, it does not trigger Kula.
And also, it affects Unisons, right? Because it's all
it
cards
doesn't affect
in the battle area. Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Unisons are Unison area.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. So yeah, Unisons are safe.
Yeah,
that's it.
I like the design of the card. It's really interesting. It works with the. Oh, and now I'm curious. Because this card reduces power of your opponent's cards. How does it work with Kula? Because it does reduce power in battle area.
Yeah, that's true.
How does it work with Kula?
I don't know. Ruling judge.
I don't think anything happens. Because it's an auto. And there's no action. Permanents can't trigger autos. I think that's about that.
Minus 5k, right?
Yeah. They just have minus. Also, it doesn't choose. So
barrier.
It goes around barrier.
Yeah. Really cool. Yeah.
Also, it doesn't have unique. You can have few of those on board.
What? It's ultimate.
I know.
What? Peter, don't confuse me. Yeah.
In Magic, you have a lot of copying spells. We're going to get some in Dragon Ball at some point.
Copy a Super Saiyan 4 Saiyan. Okay.
Yep.
I love it. The key thing to note here, and it's a theme with the Secret Rares, is this is significantly less powerful than Secrets of the Past. It's strong.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's not strong, but it is a noticeable downgrade in power.
Technically, it's comparable to Cell Xeno, but it's not as powerful.
Okay, that's fair.
Because Cell Xeno was coming down for free as well, but it was Quad Strike and Dual Attack and ditch 3 cards from your opponent's hand.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
this one can come down as easily, but it's only Double Strike.
Yeah. But minus 5 to everything else.
Yeah, but you can play around that, right?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do when your opponent is bringing you down Quad Strike Dual Attack when you're at 4 life?
Exactly. Yeah. So, really cool, really fair. Really good secret rare. And fans of Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Nice. Next up we have Baby Hachiyak, Saiyan Destroyer. Ooh, where to start with this one, Peter?
That is not a Hachiyak.
That is not Hachiyak. That is a very good point, because then you'd be able to evolve the Anniversary Box card on top of it. So they very clearly saw that coming and stopped it. Energy cost. Wait, what? Energy cost. Energy is 8 with specified 4 blue.
Which is interesting, because they're lowering the specified cost for the secrets, because it used to be 5. They're now going down to 4.
Huh.
Yeah, I pay attention to little details like that.
So it's an ultimate, shockingly. Counter attack. If you have 3 or more energy, negate the attack, then play this card. Your opponent can't attack for the turn. Ow, it's so strong. But you would never pay it for 8, because if this card is removed from your battle area, removed from the game instead, we'll talk about that in a second. If your leader card is mono blue, you can choose one other card in your hand, discard it, instead of paying this card's energy cost when activating its counter skill from your hand. So it's a free counter that stops your opponent's turn.
Yep. So, multiple things I'm going to mention here.
Okay.
A, you do not want to be playing Topo leader at all. Trust me, if you have that Topo deck, just put it in a nice case and never use it in a tournament. Ever.
Fair. Next.
Mostly because if your opponent uses Topo, you just use 1 negate and then you use this and it stays in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Next, when this card would be removed from battle area, remove it from the game instead. But
yep. Here we go.
There is a but. This is a shout out to French community.
Yep, they solved this in like an hour.
Yep. They solved it in under an hour, yes. The card has been posted, and I think 45 minutes later, there was already a post on the French group showing how to use 2 other cards and bring this back. So, let's talk about what this card has, for starters. It has restriction that your leader needs to be mono blue.
Yep.
And that's that. You need to have 3 or more energy, sorry. Those are the only restrictions. So, you don't need to have mono blue energy. You don't need to have only blue cards. You don't need to discard the blue card. There's none of that.
Yep.
So what you do is you counterattack. You do this. It go and next turn they attack you again. You go pretty dark hole or something like that. The really bad card from Draft Box 5. A super rare, but bad. What that card does is it negates the skills of one of your battle cards and puts it in a drop area. So there's no permanent to stop it or to move it to remove from the game. Yep. So the card goes to the drop area. You remove cards with total cost of 8. That's fine. And then you go power overseeing time trunks, which we just talked about.
Yep.
Pay 2 energy, overwhelm 4, and bring 1 battle card from your warp to your hand, and rinse and repeat.
Yep.
You can do it again and again and again.
Oh, my opponent stopped me. I'm going to put 4 cards in my deck.
You can do that 5 times.
Yeah, it's insane.
In one game.
How feasible it is, we still don't really know, but it's
not very feasible, but it gives you an option for a blue-green control deck.
Exactly right.
With a mono-blue leader, right?
Blue-green 21.
Green Beerus, I think, would be an option, actually.
Yeah.
Because everything works with the ramping cards for the blue-green.
Yeah. Lots of things.
Because they stop you 25 to 30, right?
Yeah.
No, 30 to 35. That's what they stop. So you can play Power Overseeing Time because it's 20k, and you can play the Secret because it's 40k.
Yeah.
So I think Blue Green Beerus draws a lot. I think, and this is the survivability that Beerus needed.
Yeah, I think this is a really strong Beerus card. Yeah. I look.
But of course, it's also searchable in Baby.
Of course, right? Yeah. Let's not forget that it's baby support as well. If you really,
it's a baby support. Yeah.
Yeah. So really strong leader. Secret rare. I think it has the potential to be silly, but it's also pretty. Like when it's out, it doesn't do anything.
It reminds me of the Green Masked Saiyan from last set. A utility secret. Not a secret that does something particular, wins the game on the spot, but it's a utility secret.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comparison, yeah. That's actually a brilliant comparison. So this one, it has a variety of leaders it can be used in. It has a good effect, but it's not going to steal the game.
It's not going to steal the game. It's not tied into anything beside the mono blue leader.
Yep.
Like the Masked Saiyan, the green. Green Masked Saiyan secret was not tied into anything beside the mono green leader.
Yep.
It's actually really cool. It's a really cool thing here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. Oh boy.
And finally, the first ever Unison Secret Rare Ultimate. Okay, I don't know where you want to start with this one. I'll let you break it down.
Okay, so Vegito, Warrior from Another Dimension, which makes me worried that there's going to be Vegito Xeno, and we already talked about Vegito Xeno. On our Black video, if you don't know my problem with Vegito Xeno, then watch our Black video and you're going to see. Vegito Xeno and Gogeta Xeno, both are issues. 25k base power, which is low for a secret, but ridiculously high
for a Unison.
For a Unison, yeah.
Especially
remember, this is a Unison, so you can put another card with the same card number underneath it once per turn to give it a marker.
Except it's all.
I think majority of the red cards say that they need to give markers to red Unison cards, which is good.
Yep.
Because you can't just boost this up to Oblivion. This card can't attack if it has 3 or fewer markers on it, so you need to have at least 4 markers, which makes this card ridiculously easy to stop.
Yes.
It's I'm talking like ridiculously easy. +1, you can sack any amount of your energy, and if you do, you place the same amount of energy from your drop area into rest mode, which they did very weird, because this is not the type of a skill that we are used to
it's
in
X,
Dragon
right?
Ball.
They're saying
Yeah.
X cards.
X without declaring X is just weird.
Yeah.
So it needs a clarification for some players, probably, that you choose how much energy you want to put
What
in
do
your
you
drop
mean?
area.
I don't have any X cards. Does it mean my Unison cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lets you fix the energy for the next skill. So you play out your turn first, then you do +1, fix your energy. You can, of course, always choose 0 if you already have the energy that you need.
Yep. So
Because the energy comes in rest mode.
rainbow energy.
I would actually not be surprised that this could see some play in
Vegeta.
actually, like, Baby even. Anything that untaps the energy. Because you can just bring back the blue energy. So what you could do is, for example, in Baby, play a green energy, use Pretty Dark Hole when you need it, and then sack that green energy and bring yourself back a blue energy.
Okay.
To make sure that you're still on the mono blue energy for Planet Taffel.
Ooh.
It lets you get around that.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think it's going to be an issue. And then we go into +0, activate main. Pay rainbow energy without black, good. Draw 3 cards. This card gets +15,000 power, triple attack for the turn. And your opponent can only activate counter skill 1 more time for the turn. I don't think it's good.
No.
It's let's be honest. You would do this just to draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you do your first attack, your opponent is either going to Toppo, Vegeta, Gohan, or that baby secret we've just seen.
Dormant Legend.
Dormant Legends, yeah. That doesn't matter. There's
There's plenty of... I mean, I don't want to call them floodgates, but that's essentially what they are.
Yeah, they are floodgates.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball, floodgates are going to be something that stops multiple attacks with being 1 card.
Yeah.
This card is never getting off many attacks.
No.
It becomes 40k, triple attack, double strike, so it becomes a secret for the turn. But you need to pay 4 energy for that, very specific energy for that on top of this.
I was going to say...
So I guess Vegeta Leader, you draw 3 cards, so you get some... I think the biggest plus from this is you draw 3 cards. You can repetitively pay 4 energy to draw 3 cards, which is better than the Golden Ape we have seen, which is pay 4 energy to draw 2 cards repetitively. This one also actually threatens the board.
Yep.
It's hard to remove markers from this. On the other hand, it's also very easy to control the card. You just need to keep it at 3 markers.
Yeah.
It does nothing unless it has 4 markers, and you can't activate both activate mains in the same turn. The card has a really cool design. Looks amazing.
It actually does look fantastic. It's beautiful.
It looks great. But that's that.
Yeah. I think it's going to go in my binder. It's going to look pretty.
Yes, I don't think it's good. It can see some play in AOD. After rotation, this is going to be a secret for AOD. Until then, it's Salzino.
Yeah.
If there's going to be rotation or store championships, that's where this deck is going to be playing. It's going to be AOD.
Yeah.
It's the only deck that plays all 4 colors.
So there we go. That is all the secrets, all the promos covered. We've covered all of the entirety of Vermillion Bloodline. Peter, It's time. Where do you stand on an overall grid for Vermillion Bloodline? Set 11 of the Dragon Ball Super card game. Second set of the Unison Warriors series.
Technically, it's the second core set, because
Anniversary
Box is also...
Don't be pedantic about it. Stop it.
Never. Technicality is my thing.
Anniversary Box isn't a set, it's a box.
Fine, draft box is going to be a set.
I'll concede to that. But that would be set free, so
No, technically, anniversary box is also a set because you don't buy a box and get all the cards. There's still the leader, which you need to pull for.
Damn it!
So it is a set.
Damn it! All right. Cool. Whatever. Don't just stop stalling. What's your grade, boy? And some thoughts.
I think B.
Okay.
B because they pushed too much into Baby.
Okay, that's fair. I can definitely see that.
All in all, I think Baby has seen the most polish, and the rest of archetypes have been just left there. Baby, maybe Garlic got a bit of decent design, but Shadow Dragons were only a support to the last set, so we can discard that. Gohan and Icarus is alright thing, but it feels like an entry point for players rather than anything else.
Yeah.
Broly is all over the place. Gogeta is basing on the old design, so there's nothing new there. Black cards, I absolutely love Dark Broly, but I think Dark Broly is more fair than Baby, but I still think it's oppressive.
Okay, that's a fair comment.
Because the amount of games I played with it...
We know what it can do, right?
Yeah, the amount of games I played with it, it just feels too oppressive because it doesn't do anything until opponent starts doing something. If they attack you early, you will start powering up your drop area early. If they don't attack you early, you just keep on building cards. And I had someone who was trying to stall me. Turn 3, I had 20 cards in hand.
Crazy. Crazy powerful deck. People are going to be surprised.
And they were doing nothing, and they're like,
oh.
Yeah, I can't match up the draw to that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a really strong deck. So there are strong aspects, like there are strong decks to come out of this.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of things that feel like they needed more time in the oven. I think that's a really
Green
fair...
definitely. I think red definitely needed some. Yellow was fairly alright. Blue was on two opposite spectrums. You had
like
really
one was
strong
like
Baby.
boom, and then one was like no.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think
Black was, you know my opinion on Black. One of them was just an old thing reheated, and one was really nice and fresh. I still think it's oppressive, but I enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I think you look at the Baby thing, right? Like the blue set itself, like one of them got support. I think again the reason why it feels so heavy-handed is I think they were just so cautious, right? It's the same with green. Like you can see the caution, right? You can see where they're going. Oh, cool ramp. But they don't want to give it too much, so they bring it down.
But they didn't give it enough support in this situation.
There's not enough there, right?
On the other hand, they created another problematic archetype that they will need to ban down the line and be careful with card design in the future.
And that's not to
let's be honest, that Baby
and...
is going to be on board forever now. Until it gets banned, that leader is going to be on the board forever.
Yeah, that is a fair point. Someone will always want to be playing. I'm going to stall with Baby.
It's like Milnemba. It always comes back.
Yeah, fair point. Because that's like Baby's a deck that can take advantage of Saiyan Instincts and not worry about it. That's like, yeah. So yeah, I think B's a fair grade, especially. I'm more of the. I want to give it an A-, right? Like my heart says, give this an A-, Scott. You want to give it an A-, and the way we do graded is we take into account we've taken into account the promos and the secrets, but the set itself we don't incorporate what came before it, what's going to come after it, right? So on that basis, I have to give it a B+, right? Like, it does introduce a lot of characters that I have wanted to see in this game for ages. I have mentioned Xenobu thousands of times across the Dragon Ball Super card game community, and as much as it is whelming for me, I'm so happy it's in this game because it can lead to future things, and that's where I get excited and think, oh, it can maybe be an A-. But what we get in this set, there's no support for it in the promos. It's just fine. It's not even fine in your opinion, but in my opinion, it's just fine. It's a thing that you could probably play, and it won't get anywhere other than a fun locals. Again, the secrets are noticeably downgraded in power. I don't criticize them for that. I think that's a really bold choice.
Oh no, I agree with that. They lowered the expected power level for secrets in the last set, and they kept it in this set because I think the secrets here are roughly the same power level.
Yeah.
as the ones in the previous set.
I like that. I think that makes a better ecosystem for the card game to survive in.
But the problem is that now all the old secret rares are dominating the game.
That's true. Which is where your theory of rotation comes in.
Yep.
Yeah, and so like Red, right? It's yes, we're going back to Destroyer Kings. It's a revisit almost, except. Yeah, like you said, Broly has one too many things going on for it. You know what I mean? Like, there's like, it always feels like you have to do an extra step just to get this Broly off the ground. Which, if you do,
I think getting the 6-drop is going to be unreliable, too unreliable.
Exactly. Yeah, if you manage to do it, it's awesome. It's a cool last chain, but there's an asterisk to it. Gogeta, awesome, except you're going to need those Destroyer King cards to make it work. So in a bubble. Alright, cool, some nice little Gogeta things. Yeah, it's good. Alright, we've got an awesome extra card. But I need more stuff for it. So, it's a great card, like, and great design, but I need more stuff for it. It's like the same with Gotenks, right? You can't just play it without it. Like, you want to have...
definitely you can't play Gotenks, you can't play in the vacuum.
Without
you need at least the anniversary box stuff.
And the
at least. But I think the expansion set, the first expansion set, Gotenks, you need that as well.
Yeah. And so I end on a B+ because I am hopeful. I love the way they've designed this set. There is a lot of clear indication that they're thinking about design. They're doing different things with Awaken again, which is always fun to see. They're doing different things with leaders. They're doing different things with secret rares. There's some interesting mechanics there with Sarah.
They introduced a lot of utility cards like the blockers for Unison and the new super combos.
Yes, yeah, the new super combos is we can't understate how important they're going to be to the game.
I like the fact that they're going one way, but I'm going to underline this again. They're not trying to overpower the old sets.
True, and I think that's the right choice in the long run.
But we are at the moment going that if you play a blue or yellow leader in Constructed, you want to be playing Forza Master Super Combo and 4 Goku Hit.
That's so fucking stupid.
It is true. In any blue deck, you want to play that.
It's so broken. Like, people complain about Abuni, right, and stuff like that. That's you can continue doing that. It's a fruitful argument. Like, shut up, Abuni's fine. The one card I genuinely think should be banned or looked at is that Hidden Goku. It's like...
I don't think Hidden Goku is the issue.
You think it's
I think the Master is the issue.
Okay, that's fair.
It's the free ability to use because
Arrival.
The problem with Arrival was supposed to be you either need to put 2 cards or pay energy to combo.
Yeah.
But then they gave you an option to combo for free.
Yeah, that's totally a fair assessment. I still personally think Hit and Goku are a problem. Just the fact that you can get them out and then they can block and they can restand and they can swing and they can restart.
Yeah. The fact that you can restand and drink both players.
Just for one energy is... Like, that's silly. That's, like, even if you do combo 2 cards and then, like, a yellow and a blue card to make it, like...
But the fact that by turn 2 you can have 3 of them on board is scary.
Yeah,
because that's 6 attacks in a turn.
Yeah, like, they're aggressive, they're defensive, it's insane. Like, so you can be aggressive on your turn. Okay, they're tapped out. My opponent swings into one of them to try and clear it. I restand the others. I restand that. I combo out. I've got 3 blockers on board. So that's another topic for another time. We kind of went into a weird tangent there. But yeah, so overall, B+ from me, B for Peter. Really excited to see where they go next. Obviously, the next major release for us is Giant Force. Followed quickly by the 2 expansions. That can't be helped.
Oh god, we also have the expansions.
That can't be helped. Like,
and then we have set 12, and then we have already announced the extra booster.
Evolution Booster, right? I think that's...
Evolution Booster, whatever.
The one thing I will say is Evolution Booster does show that Bandai are listening, right? Like, yes, people are going to complain about Draftbox 6, right? There was nothing Bandai could have done to change that, right? Draftbox 6 was signed off, ready to go.
Half a year ago or so?
Yeah, right? Like, it's insane. The time they changed, it's like you have to look at the next block. And we looked at the next block, which is post set 12.
I'm just going to point something out that I think might happen.
Okay.
In that evolution box.
Okay.
I think what it might be a trial for core sets, which is a term from Magic. I think the reprints are going to have a stamp from UW.
If they do that, 100% says reprint.
Yeah.
Like, that will confirm.
I think if there's going to be a rotation, it's going to be announced with Evolution booster, and it's going to explain that there is a stamp, and you need to check for the stamp.
But if you have copies of that card,
you can use it. But essentially, it would let you check for the stamp. You can find the cards that will stay in rotation.
Yeah.
With those stamps, and I think that's why it's part new cards, part old cards.
So you use Senzu being an example. If you've got the new stamped version, that's cool. But if you've got set 1 version, you can still use it.
Or if you want to use your championship version or whatever you have.
Yeah. So that's where we are with the Dragon Ball Super card game at the moment, guys. Lots of things to look forward to. I overall I'm very optimistic. I can't wait to see what happens in the store championships. I'm very excited to test more Dark
We don't have any information about that yet.
Very little, yes. We do have...
they're in November.
So yeah, we'll see you guys very soon in another video because we don't stop. But yeah, as far as competitive gameplay stuff, I can't wait to get... I guess I can't wait to get back, but you know, who knows what's going to happen with the world. I've been Scott Sedman. Peter's been Peter. Any final thoughts, sir?
No, not really. Play more games, I guess.
Keep ripping off that person we don't know who we're ripping off. That's fine. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Goodbye.